Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm doing jerk chicken. And I'm not Jamaican, I'm Trini, but I love jerk chicken. And I've tried a lot of recipes throughout the years and I've come up with my own version. So this is not the authentic recipe, this is just the way I make it. So if you guys want to see how I do it, then keep watching. So over here I have 4.5 pounds of chicken legs and thighs. And what I did was I washed it really well. I trimmed off the excess skin and fat. I chose to leave my skin on. You can also take it off, but I think it's wise to leave the skin on because when you broil it, the skin is gonna get really nice and crispy. But it's your choice. Also, what I did was after washing it and cleaning it and stuff, I took a knife and I punctured it all throughout the leg and the thigh, just so that when I make that marinade, it's gonna really soak into the meat. So that's for the chicken. And you can also use breast, you can use any piece of the chicken you want. You can also use a whole chicken, and you can do the same procedure. Trim the excess skin and the fat and puncture holes into the meat so that the marinade can soak in. So the first step for this jerk chicken is we're gonna make a marinade, and this marinade, the chicken is gonna soak in this marinade overnight for about 12 to 24 hours. It's recommended that you leave the chicken to marinate overnight because if you just leave it for like an hour or 2 hours, it's not going to really soak in the flavor. So you want to leave it overnight. So this is something that you'll need to prepare from beforehand if you want to make it. So for the marinade, I have 2 Maruga scorpion peppers. And I chose to use this because I want my jerk chicken really spicy. And if you don't want to use this, you can also use habanero or scotch bonnet peppers, how much or how little you like. And these are really fiery, so if you're gonna go with these, just be very careful. I have a few sprigs of thyme. I'm just gonna put this entire thing in the blender. I have a half of a large onion, a few leaves of shadow benny or culantro. You can also use cilantro if you don't have this. About 2 heads of garlic. I also have about 1/8 of a cup of white vinegar. Here I have about a tablespoon of allspice, ground allspice. I have a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and I have 1.5 tablespoons of salt. And when the marinade is done, you can also taste it to see if it needs anything else. Over here I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have the zest of 1 lime, and I have about 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. I also have a 1/4 cup of orange juice, and you can also substitute this for lime juice or lemon juice. I have a 1/4 cup of canola oil. You can also use vegetable oil or olive oil or any type of oil that you use. The last thing is a 1/2 cup of soy sauce. So now I'm going to put everything into the blender, puree it, and I will show you guys what it looks like. So now that my marinade has been made, I'm just gonna pour it all over the chicken. So now that I've added the marinade, I'm just gonna stir it a little. Just to get it coated. So now the first step is over. Now what I'm gonna do is just put the chicken, I'm gonna separate it. So I had about 6 pieces. I'm gonna put 3 into one Ziploc and enough marinade. And I'm just gonna place it in the fridge. So when it's in the bag, you can just take your hands and massage it really well. And then we'll come back tomorrow and put it to bake. So I'm gonna fold the other one and place it in the fridge, and then I'll show you guys it tomorrow when we're ready to bake it. So it's about 18 hours later and my chicken looks really nice. It looks like it's really gonna be juicy and nice and spicy. So I've preheated my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm gonna bake this for about an hour and a half. And halfway in between, I'm gonna turn it over. And then we're gonna broil it on low for about 5 minutes on each side so that the skin crisps up really nice. So I'm gonna lay these out on a foil tray. I just lined it with some foil paper, and I'm only gonna do 1 bag of my chicken. So this was the one that had 3 in it, so I'm gonna do this one and I'll save the next one for next day, maybe tomorrow. So I'm gonna line it on the tray and I'll show you how it looks. So this is how it looks, guys. Can you see how nice and soaked up it looks? It looks like it's really soaked in the flavor, and those holes I made really helped because I can see under the skin how the marinade has gotten in there. And oh, I just can't wait to eat this. It's gonna be so delicious. So I'm gonna place it in the oven, and halfway through I will come back and show you guys what it looks like. So about 45 minutes into baking, I'll show you guys how it looks when I turn it. So it's been 45 minutes since I put the chicken in, and there's a lot of liquid in the tray. So I'm gonna pour the liquid out, and then I'm gonna turn these over and put it back into the oven for 45 minutes. So I just took out the chicken from the oven and it's finished baking now. Now what we want to do is just crisp up the skin on the outside. So I'm gonna put this in the broiler for 5 minutes on low on each side, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. So I just took it out of the broiler and it looks so scrumptious. I just can't wait to dig in. So I hope you guys enjoy this jerk chicken recipe. Let me know what you think. Leave me comments below. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.